I'd like to tell you how some people answered the statements of choice. And there it is. 12-year-old boy, I had a big course in Boulder for years. 12-year-old boy in a school program, they're out there. I've got 80 or 100 kids on the course, 6 or 8 different groups moving around out there. I walk up on this one course, the foot cable is about 15 feet off the ground. And this one boy I identified in the beginning. I love that I can always pick out the kids who have some form of learning disability because they're my kids. And so I spotted this one kid, and I come upon the scene. Now Keith was way overweight. He kind of walked like this. His glasses were thick like Coke bottles. I know he had a learning disability of some type. I walk upon the scene. He's on belay. The staff members under him. The kids and the teachers are down there yelling, "Keep going, keep going." And I walk up and I go, "Hey, Keith. Hey, buddy, how you doing?" He says, "Not so good." And I said, "Well, what's going on?" He says, "I don't want to do this." I said, "Why are you up there?" "They made me." I said, "Keith, you don't want to be up there?" "No, can I come down?" I said, "Keith, what is your choice?" "I want to come down." "Come on down." Oh, the teacher went off on me. I pulled her aside and I said, "You're a predator. You're abusive. You're forcing a child to do something that he does not want to do, and there's nothing good or growth that's going to come out of this. And you can take your business and go to someplace else if you want, but I will never do that to a child. Shame on you." So, and she took the group to the YMCA and made them crazy for the next couple of years. So. Jody, ex-Navy SEAL at a retreat, at a conference resort. He says, "I can easily do any element here blindfolded and with no rope." And his peers go, "Yeah, I've seen him." He says, "I cannot imagine anything here physically that can challenge me in any way." And they're like, "Yeah, makes sense." He said, "Tom, you said I had to challenge myself." He turns to Jack, his boss, and he says, "Jack, here's my challenge. You know the story, they don't. What you all need to know is that last year when I suddenly disappeared is that I got fired. I got fired because there was no clients here. We'd done work for days. There was nothing left to do, and I asked Jack if I could go for a swim. I had somebody take me in their boat 3 miles out, and I swam back to shore that day. You know, really. And he said, I got fired, and Jack, I know you nearly lost your job. So my challenge today, Jack, is to acknowledge to everyone else what the position I put you in. I would like to apologize to you for having done that, and I'm very grateful to be back here, and I'm glad to be back. And my request for support is, I think next time I'm just going to keep working and not take the time off, or I'll clock out instead. It's a true story. Nina, 50-year-old female on the power pole. She gets to the top. Now, there's some coaching. This will be some coaching about how to use the tool here. She got up on the leap of faith and platform, and she starts the start-stop syndrome. This thing, here you go. And I go up and I say, Nita, how are you doing? She says, well, I'm having trouble. Okay? Do you hear what I said? How are you doing? Would you like my help? You could write these down if you want. 1, how are you doing? How are you? How are you doing? How are you not? You're doing great. You're almost there. No. How are you doing? 2, would you like some help? I'm asking permission. She said, yeah. I'd say, can I ask you some questions? Now I'm telling her the help that I want to give her. She's going to have to respond to them, so she gets another choice. Can I ask you some questions? Yes. What was your goal in going up there for? Why did you go up there? What was your challenge? My challenge was to jump off and catch the trapeze. Okay, great. What's going on right now? I don't think I want to. I'm afraid to. I'm scared to. Okay. What do you think you should do now? What would you like to do? Well, I don't know what I should do. Would you like some help? Yes. Do you hear it? Ask permission. Get permission. May I? Yes. May I? Yes. May I? Yes. May I? Yes. What is that example of? Internal locus of control. She's in charge. She's in charge. She's in charge. I need permission. Tell me all the things, Anita, that you could do right now. Oh, well, I could jump. I could catch the trapeze bar. I could just jump. I could climb down. I could stay here for a really long time. Great. Of all those choices, which one of those do you think you most like to do? Well, she says, well, I really want to catch the bar. I say, great. Now, of all those choices, which choice might be the right choice for right now? What? So what do you want to do? Well, I want it at the bar. What do you think the right choice is? Oh. Hey, Tom, if I climb down right now, would there be a chance for me to try again later? Yep. If you stay up there another half an hour, there won't. She starts climbing down. Boom! I grab the belay and I yank it tight. She looks at me, she says, what are you doing? And I look at her and I said, what are you doing? She said, well, I'm climbing down. And I said, is that your choice? She said, yeah. Oh, good, then come on down. Make them choose. Make them own a choice. Make them responsible. Wait, you chose to come down. You remember that? Oh, yeah, I did. You're responsible. Internal locus of control. Whose choice? My choice. What's your choice? Come down. The minute they say, I want to come down, let them come down. Boom. Yes, come on down. Now, I want you to climb, and you're going to feel tug from the rope because I'm still holding the brake. You've got to kind of pull it, and it's going to pull on your harness, and blah, blah, blah. It'll all be okay. I don't want it loose because I can catch you easier if it's a little snug. Okay? Good. Come on down. She comes down. Other people jump. Everybody's done. She comes back over like this. Is there time? Can I try again? I said, you want to go again? She says, yeah. I said, great. What do you want to do? She said, I've decided that I want to go up, stand on the platform, and jump off. I don't want the bar. Okay. Is that your choice? Yep. Good. Blah, 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 blah. Gets up there, hesitates a little, then jumps, comes down, really excited. And she's really excited. She said, can I tell you what I'm excited about? And we all think it's because she jumped. You know, well, she's excited because she got up and jumped off the thing, and wow, she's successful. She says, it's not what I'm excited about. What I realized when I went back up there is that the first time I was up there, I was trying to please you. I felt this expectation of what I needed to do to be seen as successful. When I went up there this time, you guys said you were cheering the whole time. I didn't hear anything. I was up there the second time, it was for me. And I didn't care what you thought, what you wanted me to do. All I cared about was what I was going to do, my goal and my own success. Completely different experience. Went completely internal. Didn't care about us anymore. It was cool. Beverly, another woman in her 50s. She requested that we grab helmets and go to the 12-foot team wall. We get over there and she say, Tom, can I go up and stand on the platform? And I'm like, okay, you're not going to jump or anything, are you? She says, no, 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 no. And I said, well, you know, I'm going to send Alfredo up with you. She said, okay, yeah, yeah. So she gets up there and she pulls out the helmet. She pulls out a bandana and she says, could everybody put your helmet on? She says, okay, here's my challenge. This is a castle. I'm the queen of the castle. The barbarians are attacking. When I wave my bandana, I want you to go drive the barbarians away. Okay. Charge! We ran out, pushed them off. We all came back. She climbed down and she's crying. Well, we immediately rushed in to take care of her feelings because we must have done something wrong. She said, when I was 12, my mother died and I was the oldest child. And my childhood ended and I became the mother to all my siblings. I am a grandmother now, and I have grandchildren, and I've been doing all this role play and having fun with the kids. The funnest thing, the most challenging thing I could do was risk looking foolish in front of you guys. I just want to play with people my own age and play a game that I've always wanted to play. That's all she did. It was awesome. She didn't need to climb anything. She had this breakthrough moment that was purely about her. Had nothing to do about belay systems and catching bars and falling off crap. She wanted to play a game. And she created and she trusted her peers, engaged them in a process, got the support she needed, and felt completely successful. Ed, 50-year-old female, morbidly obese. Pasty skin, different color, profusely sweating, waddling around to the thing. Out of breath, walking across about 30 feet out of breath. Ed says, I could easily get in my car, drive to the top of the Cheyenne Mountain Conference Resort, sit in the bar, drink beer, and watch the baseball game for the rest of the day, and completely let go of the fact that this program's down here right now. It would be foolish for me to attempt any element here, as I have learned that I will probably have a cardiac arrest and die. The #1 cause of death to participants historically is cardiac death. Used almost all adults. It's the #1 killer of participants up to the advent of commercial zip lines, and now it's zip lines that are killing participants. My challenge is just to stay here with my friends and support their choices. My request for support is no pity or patronizing. I realize now that I've made these choices and I have this body. I'm going to live with it. But I really like you guys. And as hard as it is to watch and wish I could, I want to stay with you guys and celebrate your choices. Done. So overall, the goal of this material is to learn my own limits and the difference between real and perceived limits, to learn to be accountable to myself and to be responsible to make my own choices, to learn a process of how to choose that I can create my own process in making choices in the future, and to learn how to create a supportive group and recognize a group that does not support my goals.